Translation's decent. Only thing is that you need to understand that IKEA is a big house. Alright? See? Property, wealth, goods. It's a synonym. It means house, but the point is that it's also used for wealth. You know, people didn't. You have to have money to own a house, even today. Okay, so Joseph is not poor. I don't want to belabor that point. The point I do want to stress is that they're not in Bethlehem. The child is not in Bethlehem. He's at a house now. He's not in a manger. And this is within a month. So what did the Lord actually... So then this so-called star is not a star, but a guardian angel. It's not hard to understand. Alright? They were positive to the idea of King of the Jews. So God had an angel that they saw at a distance, and it couldn't be a star because it would be too high in the sky. A star doesn't lead you to the house, but an angel could. Okay? Jerusalem didn't see this star, and frankly the Magi weren't either, because they wouldn't be coming to Jerusalem asking where he is if they were still seeing the star. So they're coming there because they don't see it now. They're in Jerusalem. Yeah, because the angel's like right overhead. And they're coming to ask people who are negative to the King of the Jews being born. And of course the King of the Jews being born by, and is not seen, the angel is not seen by these people. That's why they're upset. Should have been good news to them. It's fulfillment of God's prophecy to the Jews. But they weren't happy. They were tarasso. They were pissed off. Alright? And they didn't obviously even remember the prophecy. So he had Herod, this is Herod right here, asking. Okay, well, here's the quote from Malachi. I think it's Malachi. Micah 5:2. Here's the verse it's quoting. Okay? Micah 5:2. Alright? So it's not a literal star. Alright, then what is it? It can't be a star, but it can be an angel. Alright, and we just saw. Okay, suddenly now this so-called star, this should be in single quotes. The star appears because it leads them and then stands. Yeah, an angel. And when they saw the single quote star, they're very happy. Yeah, because they're still positive. And after coming to the house, which as you can see on the right-hand side, highlighted in blue, is Nazareth. Now they're showing, you know, they believe in him. They worshipped him. And they're giving him gifts. Okay, now look at this. No more star. They're now warned in a dream, just like Joseph is in the next verse. See, Joseph gets a dream. Joseph was obviously a believer. And these Magi are believers too, because now they're warned in a dream not to return. See? So, when Luke writes this, he doesn't have to say what happened afterwards. That's already covered in Matthew. So Luke is filling the parenthesis between here and here. So Luke's account fills the parenthesis. When they had done everything according to the law of Moses, remember? That was the purification. Right here. Days of purification. Okay, that's the 40 days. So there's this guardian angel taking care of them for 40 days between at least Bethlehem and their trip back to Nazareth. When they get back to Nazareth, of course, the angel takes the Magi there. And whether it's the same angel being used by God, because by God is in quotes there, it's not actually in the verse. Let me see. I'll show you. They're warned. It doesn't say by who. Okay. See? They were advised, all right, through a dream. There's the word for dream right here. All right. But you can argue that it was the same angel because the angel appears to of the Lord appears to Joseph in a dream. Whether that's a theophany or not, it wouldn't be actually. It would be an angel. Okay, because Christ is already God and man on earth. Okay, so an angel appears to Joseph in a dream. So it could have been the same angel warning the Magi. I don't really know. I mean, you know, it's sometimes in Greek they leave it out here because they're going to mention it here, and that implies that it's the same angel. You decide that as you will, but obviously it's not a star. Okay? So, we see that they return to Nazareth. So he's filling in oh boy. Sorry, my mouse went funky. Verse 39. He's filling in verse 39 what happened between 10 and 11, how 10 and 11 happened. Okay? And he doesn't fill in any more about that because Matthew already covered it. So the official divine addition to Matthew is filling in what Matthew didn't cover. And that's always what new Bible books do. Okay? Now, we also covered the 2 years. That's proactive, as it were. Vilely proactive. Herod is going to try and kill everybody. All the children, 2 years old and under, because you can't tell how old they are if they're suckling. So he doesn't care. He's heartless. Alright? And we have this one. A voice was heard in Ramah. Ramah is a common name for the northern provinces of Israel. Northern sections, the mountainous sections. Okay? It's not just Bethlehem. It's Bethlehem and farther north. Well, Nazareth is north. Go look at a geographical map of Israel, and you can see that. Okay? Because I want to go fast now. All right? So all this detail about what happened afterwards. All right? Coming back to Nazareth after Herod the Great is dead. All that doesn't have to be said by Luke because it's already said by Matthew. All right, and again, as we saw in the Hanukkah video, Nazareth means dedicated. Now, we're going to cover in the next section a little bit more about what that dedication is because I want you to see the wordplay that both Matthew and Luke are using on Hanukkah.